What is up, everyone? Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft, and we are going to be starting off this draft in your boy's studio. Yup, mixing it up. Nope, we're not in Nashville this year. And now the Bengals are on the clock. Good luck, everyone. Let's get it started. The first pick is in. With the first pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow, quarterback, LSU. Hey, who is this guy, y'all? We're on. Okay, everybody, welcome into the draft. And as you guys can see, the first pick in the NFL draft went to the Cincinnati Bengals, obviously, and they decided to select Joe Burrow, which I think we all knew was coming. Oh, I'm not talking to anybody? Okay, that's cool. I'm talking to myself. We all knew that was coming. We all know Joe Burrow was that guy. He doesn't surprise me. Definitely the best quarterback coming out of this draft. And as you can see, Cincinnati Bengals maybe moving on from Andy Dalton. Wouldn't surprise me. Obviously, they've been pretty bad the last few years, so I like this move. You're getting the best quarterback. I think this is an obvious one. We knew this months out, okay? People doing mock drafts probably knew this one was going to happen. So, Joe Burrow goes first. No surprises there. With the second pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins select Chase Young, edge, Ohio State. Chase Young goes second, and good for Chase Young. You know, he decided to declare after a little bit of controversy whether or not he would or not. A lot of people were talking about it, but he did decide to declare, and I think it was the best decision for this man. Gets the second pick in the draft. My opinion, the best edge rusher coming out of the draft. 16.5 sacks. He was just balling out this entire season. He deserves the second pick. And the Redskins, even though they have a pretty solid D-line, they went sweat last year, they're going to add to that and get a beast in Chase Young, and I'm pretty sure Ron Rivera will love that pick. Okay, everyone, we have a trade alert. The Detroit Lions have traded their third-round pick with the Miami Dolphins. So with the third pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback, Alabama. So, trade alert. Okay, so Tua is headed to Miami and the Lions are moving back. Okay, now, this is interesting. I don't know if the Dolphins had to move up, but they didn't want to risk anything. They go get Tua and hopefully medicals, and he's all good to go. And, if he can hopefully, knock on wood, stay healthy, this could be the next future quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. They've struggled. They've stockpiled a lot of draft picks, trading away a lot of players. So hopefully Tua is finally an answer for them, and they can get this thing going. With the fourth pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select A.J. Epinesa, defensive end, Iowa. A.J. Epinesa. Now, I think this one was a little bit of a reach. I don't know if anybody was expecting A.J. I think this reminds me a little bit last year of Clelin Ferrell going so quickly. But you need the edge. He was out there. Maybe there was a couple of other prospects that were higher, but you took the edge rusher, which you needed, and I have no problems with that out of New York. So they get A.J. Epinesa. Good for them. With the fifth pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Derek Brown, defensive tackle, Auburn. You guys can see the Lions moving back, and they still are able to get Derek Brown. Like, that's a heck of a move in my opinion. That's someone that I could have considered them taking at number 3 if they would have stayed. To move back and acquire an additional one of their first-round picks from Miami and still get your guy in Derek Brown, this is an awesome move. We know the defensive tackle position and the whole defensive line has been a question. I love getting power up the middle. Derek Brown, welcome to Detroit. I love this for the Lions. With the 6th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the LA Chargers select Justin Herbert, quarterback, Oregon. Whoa, wasn't expecting that one. Oh, I'm still on the mic. The Chargers get Justin Herbert. Maybe a little bit of a surprise here, but I guess this is what it tells you about how their future looks at quarterback. Justin Herbert possibly could be that guy. Didn't waste any time at all. Took him with the 6th pick, and that's pretty cool to see. With the 7th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Jeffrey Okudah, cornerback, Ohio State. Jeff Okudah going to the Carolina Panthers. A pretty big need for the Panthers. I think there was some talk elsewhere whether they go quarterback or whatnot. Herbert went before, so maybe they decided, okay, you know what, Herbert's gone, we'll go with someone else that we need, and they get Okudah, who is probably the best cornerback in this draft. With the 8th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Jedrick Wills, offensive lineman, Alabama. Jedrick Wills goes next to the Arizona Cardinals, and I like this. They're trying to build a little bit of a foundation here. They got some young pieces. They need to get some help on the O-line, and Wills may be the best offensive lineman coming out of this draft. I love it. I love the help here. A top 10 pick O-line. Why not? Trenches out. I see you, Arizona. The 9th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars select Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver, Alabama. I can't lie, Jerry Jeudy. Woo! Jerry Jeudy is definitely the best wide receiver in this draft, man. This guy's got the cleanest juke. He put up big numbers in big games. I have nothing wrong with this pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I like it. You know, you're trying to build. Yes, maybe there's some other needs. You got your quarterback possibly. So you go get a nice beast threat and you see what this offense can muster up. Mustered up. I don't mustered up. I think it's mustard. Mustered up with a man like Jerry Jeudy at the wide receiver core. With the 10th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Andrew Thomas, offensive tackle, Georgia. Right off the top 10, the Cleveland Browns get offensive lineman Andrew Thomas, which was a need for them. I think offensive tackle was definitely a need. Now, there were other positions that they were interested in, maybe even Isaiah Simmons, but offensive tackle, big need. They get Andrew Thomas, one of the better ones coming out of this draft. I like the pick. With the 11th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Tristan Wirfs, offensive lineman, Iowa. Well, this is a good one as well. You see a lot of linemen going here. We know this can happen. They start to just rattling off the clock. We'll see if anyone else starts to go pretty soon. But Tristan Wirfs, again, one of the top linemen. So you see a couple of teams here trying to build the trenches out with some of that young core, the Browns and the Jets. With the 12th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Ravens? Oh. With the 12th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders, pretty sure that's what they are, select CeeDee Lamb. Are they the Vegas Raiders or the LA? I mean, there's too many LA teams. Oh, they take CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver, Oklahoma. All right, so the Raiders, maybe a little bit of a shocking one there, but they get a beast talent on the outside in Lamb. Top wide receiver coming out of this draft. I don't know if I put him at Ruggs level, but he's very consistent, very good possession wide receiver, can make a lot of plays. I like it. I really like this pick. I think this is kind of a sleeper one. CeeDee Lamb could be the best wide receiver in this draft. Some people try to make that argument. With the 13th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Henry Ruggs, wide receiver, Alabama. Wow, Henry Ruggs. Okay, now this is clearly the fast wide receiver I think we're going to see. Okay, maybe not time, but I mean, you can watch him on the field. This dude's crazy fast. I love this move for Indianapolis. They're giving a complete threat. No, they didn't go get like a quarterback or anything, but they get a threat here in Henry Ruggs, and that's going to be something nice for the Indianapolis Colts. I think they stole him here at 13. With the 14th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Javon Kinlaw, defensive lineman, South Carolina. Maybe a little bit of a reach. I think people might be thinking of this as a reach, but I don't think it is. You're going to get a defensive lineman out of South Carolina who could stop the run and get some pressure. Not easy to get guys like that. And I think Kinlaw, other than Derrick Brown, maybe the top defensive lineman in this draft. Maybe, other than Chase Young that plays in the inside. So Kinlaw, maybe a little bit of a reach, but I do like it because you have that need. With the 15th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select T. Higgins, wide receiver, Clemson. So we see some wide receivers going here early. 3 of them, I think at least 3 wide receivers now. And T. Higgins is a go up and get it type of guy. Made a lot of plays for Clemson. Definitely their top wide receiver. I like this move. No problems with it. I think the Broncos are getting a lot of help offensively here. We know last season they were pretty awful. They beat the Lions, though. With the 17th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Grant Delpit, safety, LSU. Almost said that one wrong. Grant Delpit. Now, they had a few needs here. Safety was one of their higher ones, but they go get Grant. Maybe Grant went a little bit earlier than expected, but in my opinion, he's the best safety by far. He's just so aware, and it's awesome to see. And I think this could help out that Dallas secondary. Now, they did bring in Mike McCarthy, so we'll see. They didn't really go get a weapon here, but they obviously have other picks. Grant Delpit, I like that. Help out that defense a little bit. No problems with that at all. With the 18th pick in the 2020 draft, the Detroit Lions have acquired this pick via trade with the Miami Dolphins. So the Detroit Lions select Isaiah Simmons, linebacker, Clemson. and they get Isaiah Simmons. Could this be any more perfect? I mean, this is almost like it's not real. Like someone made this draft up. But they get Isaiah Simmons and Derrick Brown. This is literally the best draft This is the best scenario for the Lions. They get linebacker help. Now they have defensive tackle help. Perfect pick. Absolutely perfect. I see you, Bobby Quinn. With the 19th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Jordan Love, quarterback. Someplace. Jordan Love. Okay, so Jordan Love. All right, so this looks like the new starter, Derek Carr, is going to have a lot of pressure put on by Jordan Love. Clearly, that guy... See, I'm telling y'all, someone get him out of here. That dude didn't even know where he was from, okay? Obviously, I know where he's from. Right? I mean, everybody does. He's from Utah State, clearly. I knew that. With the 20th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trayvon Diggs, cornerback. Trayvon Diggs. Okay, so they're getting another cornerback here. Cornerbacks are a pretty big need for a lot of teams, and the Jaguars get some help here. They had a pretty good defense. Things have been questionable in Jacksonville. Get it? Because it's like in this ville. But for Jackson, you don't even have to say it because it's just one word. So it's just things have been questionable in Jackson. But it's really the ville. Or the ville of Jackson. With the 21st pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Come on, dog. Laviska Shenault, wide receiver. We see the Eagles get Laviska Shenault. Okay, obviously, see, I know how to say his name, and I also know where he's from. He's from Colorado. Come on, dog. Who is that dude? Anyways, they get a pretty solid corner here, 6'2", solid corner. I mean, wide receiver, excuse me, I said corner. See, now I'm about to leave. I'm really messing this up. The wide receiver out of Colorado. This was a sleeper. I don't think a lot of people even knew this dude's name, but you're going to learn it very soon. One of the top wide receivers. This very slept on because he went to Colorado. This is going to be a beast. I love this for the Eagles. They needed wide receiver help. We saw that last season. Don't have a lot of depth at wide receiver. Don't have a really go-to guy. This could be that guy. I love this pick. Good job, Philly. At the 22nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Kayvon Chaisson.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
22, we see the Bills get Kayvon Chaisson. I think that's how you say his name. I'm with that dude. I don't know. He said like 3 different things. I'm going to go with one. Good edge rusher, though. I know him. I don't know his name. Get it? Because if I go like that, how do I pronounce the edge rusher out of LSU? Top edge rusher. Like I said, edge rushers are always in need for a lot of teams. A lot of teams need edge rushers. And I think Kayvon is one of those guys that, maybe you're thinking second round based on where he's ranked according to, positional rankings. But no. You got to get your edge rushers. Everybody needs pass rushers. And here you get one out of Kayvon. There's no such thing as reaching when you're getting a pass rusher. I love this pick. No short of a great pick. I don't think anybody's made a bad pick so far. With the 23rd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Yetur Gross Matos. Come on, Patriots. Are you kidding me? Defensive end. Penn State. I think. It's made picks that I can't say like this one. Gosh dang it, Patriots. What is this? Are you kidding me? Why can't you just pick a real player? Seriously? Is this made up? He can't say it either. I'm with this dude. No, I actually do know. You say Yetur. It's a Yetur Gross Matos. Yetur Gross Matos. Yes, it's Spanish. Out of Penn State, this dude's kind of a freight train. I mean, this dude's got the moves. He's very powerful as a defensive end. Obviously, the Patriots like to play players that no one's ever heard of before. But no, this actually is a guy that you've heard of before. You just never could say his name. But now you can because I just explained it to you. Very good edge rusher. Like I said, edge rushers are always something teams need. And for the Patriots, yes, quarterback's getting older. They're still working on the trenches. D-line and O-line is where wins happen, baby. So that's what the Patriots decided to do. With the 24th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Kenneth Murray, linebacker, Oklahoma. Okay, now some people may have thought he goes second round, but I think with the moving on of Dylan Moses back to college, Kenneth Murray's stock rose. No one wanted to miss out of him. Apparently the Saints didn't. They had a need for a linebacker. They get the best one available, and that is Kenneth Murray. So shout out to them. They didn't wait. They said, you know what, we're taking him now, and sometimes that's what you got to do. That's what good teams do. They just say, let's take the need. The 25th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Curtis Weaver, edge rusher, Boise State. Curtis Weaver. Okay, Curtis Weaver. Very good edge rusher. Kind of slept on again. Not a lot of people know about this guy because he goes to Boise State. Plays some lighter challenge. Maybe he doesn't have the most moves, but he's extremely quick off the football. A top edge rusher, like I said. There's no such thing as falling to the second round, okay? Because you need these guys. A really good edge rusher, fast, kind of slept on. I think the Titans made a very good pick here. I like this one. With the 26th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Creed Humphrey, offensive lineman, Oklahoma. Let's go to 26. I know, I haven't disliked one of them yet because I'm a good person. Because this is my mock draft, and I think this is good for every single team. Okay, so stop. We all know this is not real. How do you know that? How do you know this ain't real? Do you think I'm joking? Maybe I'm joking. Maybe this is psychology. At 26, the Minnesota Vikings select Creed Humphrey, the offensive lineman. Okay, I like the Creed Humphrey pick. Again, good teams, trenches. Trenches are where you go in the first round. I know everybody wants to look at the glamours, the wide receivers, the corners, but you got to get the trenches. And Creed Humphrey and Need West for the offensive line for Minnesota. Good pick for Minnesota. I like this. Let's get on the 27th. With the 27th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select DeAndre Swift, running back, Georgia. The running back here, so they pair the running back with Tua. I love this. They've given away a lot of talent, and maybe they're not going trenches, but they are getting some playmakers. They want to make some plays. Either that or they're just trying to sell tickets. I don't know. But they're getting a playmaker here, and they get a good running back and a quarterback. We'll see how this works out. It should be very exciting. The Dolphins are going to be an exciting team next year, but that's what we always say about bad teams, don't we? 28th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Nick Harris, offensive lineman. He's out of Washington, but who cares? I mean, he's an offensive lineman, and again, trenches. Seattle Seahawks get help on the offensive line. Good for them. Not much else to say. Let's slide over to the next pick. With the 29th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Jonathan Taylor, running back, Wisconsin. Jonathan Taylor, I think they got the best running back available right there. I think they took the best running back. I think some people think it's second round. Heck no. This guy was going to go first, in my opinion. He's the best running back, most polished, best running back coming out of this draft. I love this pick. I absolutely do. We know the Chiefs haven't had the best running game, but they got a crazy good offense. They're just going to add more firepower to that. And why not? You're a great team. Let's just add more to it. You know what I mean? Let's just never stop scoring. Let's score every single possession, and we'll win every game. With the 30th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Packers select Jordan Jefferson, wide receiver. Justin Jefferson comes off the board. Another kind of guy that's forgotten a little bit. I think that guy said Juwan. Who is this guy? I'm calling the police. I'm about to call somebody. If this happens again, I'm calling somebody. Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver out of LSU. Heck of a player. Why is he cutting me off? I need to finish. He's a good player. He plays the 31st pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. The San Francisco 49ers select Xavier McKinney, safety, Alabama. Xavier McKinney, the safety. Okay, good safety pick. I like that pick. Not a lot to say because apparently this guy's rushing through everything. McKinney, very good player. One of the top safeties out there. I think Grant Delpit was the best. But again, the Niners need the safety. The Niners have one of the better defenses. Now they improved their secondary, so why not? They have a great front seven. Let's improve the secondary a little. The final pick to end the first round with the 32nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Raekwon Davis, defensive lineman, Alabama. Raekwon Davis goes to the Ravens. So, Raekwon Davis, I like that pick. That's a sleeper. I think that's a heck of a pick to end the round. You're getting a beast, a defensive lineman out of Alabama. And that's going to wrap it up for your 2020 mock draft, the first round. We'll be back for day 2 the next day. I'll see you all there. Get that guy out of here. And that concludes day 1 of the NFL draft. Day 2 will proceed tomorrow night as the 2nd and 3rd round takes place. Thank you all for coming out, and have a safe trip home.